everybody. I wanted to share what I'm making for dinner tonight. I am going to make my lemon and garlic shrimp pasta. This is really one of my kids' favorite meals, and it's so simple and easy. Probably only takes about 20 minutes to come together, so if you're coming home from work, have your ingredients ready in the refrigerator to go, pull them out real quick, and you're good to go. So what I have back here is some pasta that I've already gotten started. Usually that takes about 7 to 8 minutes. So just kind of look at the package instructions. What I used is a brown rice and quinoa pasta. That is definitely my favorite. It has a lot of protein and fiber in it, and it's also gluten-free. In this pan, which is a cast iron skillet, I love to cook with cast iron. It conducts heat really well and actually emits some iron into your food, which is kind of cool because we all need a little more iron in our diet. I've got it over about a medium heat, and what I'm going to start with is some garlic. So I'm going to grate some garlic on this little microplane or zester, which is really cool. It just makes quick work of it. Now if you don't have one of these, you can totally just chop the garlic. That's fine too. This just works really well. I like to, just a little tip, I like to save these little ends to put into salad dressing, to flavor salad dressing. It works really, really well. So I'm just going to grate 2 cloves of garlic for this. And just kind of, I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit. Definitely do not want your garlic to burn. And I'm just going to take a wooden spoon and just kind of mix that around. The next thing I'm going to add to this is my shrimp. I have about a pound of shrimp that has been peeled and deveined. You know, you want to cook the shrimp until it's really just turning pink and starts to kind of curl up just a little bit. That's how you know it's done. Now the next thing that I'm going to add to this is some lemon zest. I like to use the lemon zest because it really imparts a lot of flavor. Not just the juice, I am going to use the juice as well, but the zest is just so good at giving this dish a lot of flavor. Another tip is, you know, you may not always buy things organic, you know, fruits and vegetables, but if you can, if you're going to be using the zest or the rind of any kind of citrus fruit, it's important to get organic because this, you know, this is going right in your food. And you know, you don't want all those chemicals and pesticides in there if you can avoid them. And honestly, just getting some limes and lemons, you know, to use in different dishes is not that expensive to buy organic. So definitely try to buy those organic when I can. All right, so just kind of knock off the back of that. Now, a tip, in case you did not have maybe any lemon, you could use, and you had some essential oils, you could use lemon essential oil. I'll probably use about 3 to 5 drops, you know, to taste. You could taste it and see if that was enough. And then I'm also going to put in some thyme. You can use fresh thyme or you can use dried thyme. I'm just going to sprinkle in. I do have some fresh thyme outside, but I'm kind of in a hurry and didn't really feel like going to get any. So I'm going to utilize this dry thyme that I have. Another tip, use thyme oil, essential oil. If you don't have thyme but you do have some oil, only I'd say 1 to 2 drops because this is pretty potent, so you wouldn't want to use a ton of that. Next thing that's important is to season. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt and some fresh cracked pepper to that. I'm going to turn up my heat a little bit more. The shrimp kind of cooled it down when I put those in the pan. And I'm going to check my pasta again. Now one thing that I do find with this brown rice and quinoa pasta is it can have a tendency to kind of stick together, so do kind of make sure that you're, you know, just kind of tossing it around in that water. And when you put your water in initially, it's really, really important to season it properly. You know, you may have heard some people say you want to season it to the taste of the sea, and so that just means that you want it pretty salty, because that's really your only chance to flavor the pasta itself. All right, so if you can see, these shrimp are kind of turning pink and starting to curl up around the edges. That's really what you want. I'm going to go ahead now. I'm almost ready to drop my pasta. You can see how quick this comes together. I love to use this zester sort of as a catch for any lemon seeds. So I'm just gonna squeeze my lemon right over that. Now this is not gonna have a thick sauce. This is really, this pasta is gonna have a lot of flavor from the lemon and the garlic, and we're gonna add some Parmesan cheese, but it's not a thick or creamy sauce. But you know, it not being that thick, and it makes it less heavy and a little bit lighter too, which is great, especially for the summer months. You know, you want kind of lighter dishes in the summer. All right, so let me test my pasta. You want to just make sure that the pasta is cooked but tender, kind of what they call al dente. Okay, that's perfect, which kind of just means it has a little bit of a bite to it. So I'm going to turn that water off. Don't even have to worry about draining this. I'm just going to go ahead and transfer. It's really a good idea if you get some of the pasta water in here because it helps to thicken the sauce a little bit. So I'm just going to place my pasta right in here. And then the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to add some Parmesan cheese to this. You could also zest a little bit more lemon at the end if you wanted to. That would be delicious. You could throw in some fresh basil leaves to the end of this. But you can see, you know, there's a sauce to this and it's coating the pasta, but again, it's nothing heavy or thick. And the last thing I'm going to do is I just have some grated Parmesan cheese. It's already grated. I'm just going to sprinkle some of that in. You can save a little bit if you want to top the end of it, or top at the end, excuse me. And you just toss it together. And a kind of a tip for you guys, if you happen to be somebody who works from home, or maybe you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, one thing that I've learned over time on the days that I work from home, I like to go ahead and get my meals done in advance, because then when the kids come home from school, I don't have to worry about rushing, making dinner, and this will stay on my stove. I'll cover it, and we'll just heat it up right when everybody's ready to eat. And if you have people who don't necessarily, maybe they're at sports, they don't eat at the same time, then it's perfect. It's ready to go. I'll serve it with a simple side salad, and I'm good to go. All right, I hope you guys make this. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon. Bye.